Welcome into the Devy Planet at the Fantasy Football Universe. I am the host, SC Romero, here. My co-host, co-owner, co-founder, Jesse. How you doing today?
I'm good. We're living in the Devy streets today. It's not my normal stomping ground, so I'm happy to join you and check out these fun freshmen coming in this season. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some 2025, the top 10 freshman wide receivers in 247 Sports. We're gonna take a look at the highlights they have for us to watch and just kind of break it down on what we like about these guys and really go all in for that. Let's go in and hit the intro. And we'll get back to you.
Listen up closely, let the games begin. Top pick sleepers every week I spin. The FF universe here to help you win. The fantasy football universe.
Let's get it. And as we progress, as we evolve, we're gonna be evolving too. We're gonna be bringing some new things to screen, and this is what it's all about, right? It's just making sure we understand what people are wanting and how to get it there as well. So let's go ahead and get to it here. We're going to start off with our first guy, and that's going to be JonAnthony Hall. He is currently committed to the University of Stanford. Has about 6'1", 170. He is the 10th ranked wide receiver on 247 Sports. Look at his senior season highlights here. 91 catches, 1,423 yards, and 16 touchdowns. It's gonna be good. I think for both of us, this is gonna be our first time watching this tape. So, like I said, we're just gonna really get into it and see what he's about. Is there anything you look for specifically in wide receivers?
So I don't do a lot of processing this early in the process. I kind of like to get information on them, but it's fun when we were doing our breakdowns. What I'll look for when we're talking about guys coming into the league of pros is when I'm watching their tape. I want to see their explosiveness. I want to see their decisiveness. I want to see how they can if they are a big body wide receiver, how good they are contested catches, kind of whatever their frame is. So if they're a yak guy and they're smaller, I want to see them accelerate and beat people doing crossers and things of those nature. So I have a few different things I'll look for, but overall, I'm just looking for a guy that's going to blow me away because you're playing in high school. Your tape better pop because you're going to be a top 10 in the class, which we all expect them to do. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how these guys look.
The biggest thing about this, when we talk about a lot of these guys, you see a lot of 5-star athletes and stuff. Sometimes it doesn't pan out for them. Maybe the system isn't right for them. Maybe they're just buried on the depth chart. But the beauty about today's day and game is the transfer portal is alive and well. Plus, NIL deals are happening. So a lot of times you have a guy not getting anything, and then they get an NIL deal, go somewhere else, so they take it, and then they pop, right? So what we're going to say here, there's obviously opportunity for evolution for each one of these athletes to continue to grow. But we just want to see what we can expect if they get that opportunity in year one in their freshman season in college and see what they can do. So let's get into it for JonAnthony Hall and see what he's all about here at Stanford. Okay, we see. Okay, he's up there. He's lined up inside right now. Good boost there, cutting. Good double move.
Yeah.
Underneath throw for him right there, but he still made the catch. That was good. Looks like he's lined up inside in that slot a lot.
Yeah, that's basically the exact same route I just ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the slot a lot. Interesting.
Getting a little bit of separation there. Not really seeing that explosiveness right now. Okay.
Yeah, this putt should give us a good view of that if it's in stride. Yeah,
there you go. Okay. Very nice, very nice. That was a bad play by the DB, but very good. He's doing there. Okay, he's lined up outside this time. This is just a go route. Yeah. So again, DB fell down. I mean, both those explosive plays where the DB fell down. Granted, that's good footwork for him, making them do that, but that was bad defensive back playing there. See here, he kind of gets a little ruffled. Okay, he does a little move out there to get open. That was good quarterback play, though. I'd say escaping that pocket. He was being connected with his quarterback, seeing where his quarterback was going right to get there. So you love that.
Yeah, that's what you want to see, right? And it's the backyard football play. Does he have that ability to connect with his quarterback? Because that's vital in today's NFL.
Right, especially with a lot of the quarterbacks that are rushing. So very nice. Okay.
Yeah, we see
about 6'1", 170. So
they're using the size. Yeah.
Okay.
Stopping out route. Yeah.
He has that little the stopping out route a lot. I see that as a lot in
Mhm.
like a lot of his plays here.
Yeah, that's the
Good
majority of his
snag.
plays, or it's like they're
Yeah.
short and goes, like is what they're doing, which makes sense because he's 6'1" in high school, right? So he's gonna be
Right.
bigger than most guys. Oh, it's a
Okay.
terrible play by the DB. It's a
Yeah.
terrible play by the DB.
And it's hard for some of these high schools. You know,
Mhm.
it's like is it bad defensive play or some of these wide receivers are just knocking guys up, but some of these DBs are too, and they have top 10 defensive backs as well. But it comes down to what division's he in, who's he playing as well.
Ooh, they're getting rushing
Very
too,
good,
like
though.
that.
Little wildcat, okay.
Oh,
Little dump off.
play quarterback.
Interesting.
Yeah, they had him in the backfield too. Interesting.
Yeah. So okay, just kind of all around.
Yeah, he's just a good athlete.
Mm-hmm. Okay, run it out again.
Yeah, he looks pretty decisive with the ball in his hand, so he's probably
Yeah.
used to playing running back. Like you can see that. Like he's had the ball a lot growing up. Ooh, nice
Good
jack.
job finding that soft spot in the zone coverage there. Okay, look, this is actually really nice. Very good evading tackles there. End up inside again.
Yeah, and then he just carries it.
Yeah. Yeah, he can hit
Like
that middle of the field very nice.
He might not have the top end speed, but that's not the thing. Like that's not the kid buzzkill, right? Like you're not often using that, so that's not a big knock.
He does have some good footwork, like we said. That stopping goes.
Yes.
We're seeing those cuts go very well for him. So he does have that, which could cause him to be in the slot like he is a lot right now, and allow him to get a lot of targets as well.
100%. Looking good.
Okay, he's outside again. Not mad at his play.
No, I don't know. And I mean, let's be real, like these are all top 10 wide receiver prospects, so they should all be very, very good covered in the college.
Yeah. Yeah, get top 10 on 247 Sports here. JonAnthony Hall, wide receiver committed to Stanford, not out of Stanford, committed to Stanford.
That wasn't even fair. He threw that ball. That DB was so deep,
Right.
he didn't even care. It was like you're gonna catch it.
He does have, it's not breakaway speed, but he has enough speed to gain that little bit of separation. And that was a great throw by the quarterback to understand, hey, I'm gonna throw the ball here. And he got that little bit, a couple inches there to gain that separation and make the throw. The quarterback is very
That's a nice play.
Good though at just getting open and extending the play as well.
Yeah, you can tell, like, that's what I mean by the short area quickness and the agility. Like, he's been used to having the ball in his hands. He knows how to move in space. Like, that's very evident by watching him play. Like, he's very used to that.
Yeah. Defensive back should have got him on there. There's a lot of missed tackle opportunities here. Flag on the play.
Ball in space. See ya.
Get some vision, yeah. That's going to be something that helps him thrive there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice play going underneath and getting it. Oh, is he going? Okay. It's like, is he about to break this away?
Yeah, right. But, and like him going to Stanford, right? That's going to get him to like make an impression really early, as opposed to some places where if you're going to Ohio State, right, it's a lot harder.
Right. For sure. Sure. Oh, they put him in motion. Okay.
Yeah, they line this guy up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like backfield and slot, out wide. Like they're just it's kind of like their Swiss Army knife.
Mm-hmm. You go back to his size, you go about 6'1", 170. That size where you can have that type of Swiss Army knife. You don't need to just have him lined up outside,
Yeah.
He does get up the middle a lot. They do a lot of plays where he does go up the middle and finds that open area where the defensive back or linebackers are not there, so he's getting that soft coverage in the zone.
Yeah, like these plays where they run him short and underneath is clearly where like his biggest plus to me. Like you get him in space and he's just making people miss. And he's finding holes and he knows how to use it. Like this one right here, he's gonna hit that guy. Yep. Like that's a clear plus. So I can see that a lot.
But then if needed, he can't go on that go route because again he can't he's not breaking away. You're not getting yards of separation, but he's breaking away enough that the quarterback, you get a quarterback like a Shadir who can lay a dime, on it. That's great for him. You can have like a Nikolai Mivilia, throwing it to him. Can't think off the top on who Stanford's quarterback will be next year.
I'll look it up,
But
I'm not sure.
I feel like he's coming back, whoever it is. But
Is it Ashton Daniels? That's what ESPN says.
That could be potentially.
Yeah, because Ashton Daniels is a junior this year, so he might come back.
I think that's right. I can't want to say Riley Leonard, but that's Notre Dame. He's in the championship.
Yeah. And then they got
nice
Elijah
play.
Brown, Myles Jackson, Justin Lamson.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be Daniels. Let's see where else he is. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
again, just that cut.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Just definitely someone that could move the chains for you. You know, he's not.
Yeah.
It's not going 30-yard, 40-yard gains all the time, but he could definitely move the chains for you. You know, you need that 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, even at 3rd and 10. You know, he's someone that's going to get in the middle and make the first down for you.
Yeah, certain guys are more comfortable in like the horizontal movement ranges.
Right.
And that's clearly where he's more comfortable at. And I mean, a lot of these guys, like if they've transitioned to wide receiver late or these things of nature, that will clearly come out, right? Because they're being changed how they moved. We saw he's been using the backfield, like he's been moving in slot there. He has the motion again. Oh, sorry, he's out wide.
Slot there, and then his quarterback's done some really good plays, and the quarterback's underthrown him where he's had to come back for the ball as well, but he's still making it happen.
Yeah, he clearly trusts him because he's fitting into windows that are like not the best to throw to. So he clearly believes in, which makes sense when you're top 10 wide receiver prospect.
Right. Oh, nice. Oh, spin move. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. And he can make the first defender miss. That's evident as well.
For sure.
It seems that if he's at least stable when he catches the ball, and can get his feet planted and everything, he can make the first guy miss. But again, that speed's what's going to be that haunts him at that next level. Is you're going to have a lot of faster DBs that are going to be able to close those inches on you. So it's just going to be he's going to catch the ball. Like I don't expect his yak to be crazy or anything, and that's yards after contact for those that aren't aware.
Yeah, and it makes sense since he's a 3-sport dynamic athlete, like one of the ones that's done a bunch of everything, right? So like you watch him play, you can clearly see he has other translated. He played basketball, no doubt about it, with his movement skills, like and other so that comes across when you're watching his tapes. So you can kind of pick those things out, and it's about him kind of taking it to the next level in college, like more like the deeper routes, the harder routes to win. I don't know if they're going to put him outside or not because I don't know how confident they are in that with him. But like he could win the deep throws or he could win the shorts and the crossers and stuff of that nature. So like he's going to be a weapon for them.
It doesn't look like he's had like tons of contested catches necessarily, so that's going to be something to be aware of as well. As like, I don't see a lot of press coverage going against him too. We've seen it a couple times. But so that'll be something interesting to continue to watch as he grows, what he's going to do against the more physical defensive backs that get there. Here's on the special teams.
Yep, on kickoff. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, burned him.
Yeah. System again. Yep. Let's see.
So we can fix it. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Oh, you better beat that kicker.
Oh
no.
That speed that he got caught
up. Right.
I was almost there.
Nothing worse than being tackled by a kicker. Trust me, I can tell you from experience.
Oh, here's one. Oh, ran right into that guy.
Truck stick.
Yeah. Let's see, he's on special teams again. Let's be just showing his full abilities here. Again, makes the first defender miss. Has great vision. You mentioned just the comfortability with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
He's getting between the gaps almost effortlessly, it looks like. 27-23. I don't know if they're home. Just a game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, I can't tell if they moved the ball to the other side or not during that kick yet.
Some blocking for him. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, that's tough. There he is outside. 1v1. No help. Oh, he's blocking? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's going to be a little next level, but yeah. As long as you make space, man, that's all that matters.
Yeah. That's gonna be big for him too. If you think about, the plays where you have the lineman pull and the running back run outside or anything, if he's in the slot, getting that play and that comfortability against some of those guys to get that gap open bigger for your running backs. So not bad, not bad. JonAnthony Hall. Ooh, not that guy out. Okay. So thoughts on JonAnthony Hall. That was his highlight
Yeah,
reels,
like-
so
The stuff that clearly translates is his ability with the ball after catch, like what he does. He's able, like you said, make the first guy miss. He's really good in space. And that's vital in college. Like you have a guy that you can consistently rely upon. And we saw him make a few plays like downfield where he was basically 1v1. He just threw it up and he went up and got it. But like that doesn't seem like that's his natural progression. The natural stuff is all the stuff where it's just like, give me the ball, I'll make a play happen. So that stuff is more just like he's more or less like just a really good athlete with the ball in his hands and he gets you the first down. So that stuff in college is really translatable. And if he develops more as a wide receiver, like he's got the potential. Like clearly scouts believe in him. Like he could be a guy. It's just I was surprised when he went to Stanford. I'm like, you're top 10, you're going to Stanford. Like, let me see who you're recruited against. It was like Notre Dame, a couple other places. Like, okay, he's got some names. Yeah. So what stood out to you the most that you were the most excited about watching him play?
Probably his vision. Whenever he did have to, run the short routes or anything, he understood where the front page was and where he can be. So just being on top of that and really seeing it was really great for him to show that. So that's something that he can definitely evolve in. His breakaway speed wasn't there. I don't expect him to necessarily gain that, but he can definitely evolve a little bit further into that to just make it happen as well. He's got to be someone that eats in the middle. As we mentioned, the versatility's there. He can get inside and out as well. So that'll be great to see for him there as well. One second here.
No, you're good. Yeah, it's like overall, it's like you're left with like liking a lot of what you see. And I personally want to see more and more at the college level and see how he progresses. Because like it's Stanford. It's not the biggest name place in the world. It still has cachet, but like that generally he can make a name for himself in year one.
Right. And that's our
a zero,
Yeah, and that plays a big factor in a lot of these guys, right? Is if they hit that area where it is somewhere they're buried on a depth chart, and then they ended up having to transfer because they don't get some time for it as well. So that'll be good to see what he does in year one if he does get that opportunity to go out there and shine, as you mentioned, who's Ashton Daniels. He's not the biggest guy on the field, won't be the biggest guy in college. So that'll be interesting to just see.
Yeah, I like it.
So let's go ahead and we're gonna move on to Talyn Taylor, wide receiver, committed to Georgia, 4-star, 6'1", 173. So about the same as JonAnthony Hall, just a little bit bigger there, from Illinois. So he's going down south. So this is gonna be fun to watch for him. This is week 1 through 8 highlights here. Let's see what he does here.
There he is.
Okay, so he's definitely more explosive.
Yeah, that's speed. I was like, hey,
yeah.
Okay.
He's a completely different story than the one we just saw. Lining up inside though too. Again, just these goals. I mean, he's getting people. If he gets that extra step on you, he's gone.
Nightmare. Yeah, this is the prototypical downfield threat. Like you see this guy, you're like, just chuck it.
Okay, they're gonna do a little. They saw that the DB was playing deep on him. Oh, look at him, just gone.
Yeah, this is next level speed. Like this is speed that jumps out at you. You're like, oh my goodness, just get the guy the ball.
It's another screen route. Watch. Oh, that was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
great.
And he's got like from the short areas we've seen, the quickness looks really good too. It's not just like one level, right? Like kind of, This
hold on. I'm gonna go back there.
Yeah, you're like, go back.
This is why I like to watch. Nasty. Look at this his little step. Like he waits 2 seconds right here, and then he boom goes, and then he's gone. That was phenomenal there. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, like that's the best wide receivers in the world are able to kind of like differentiate their speed at certain times to give themselves the biggest advantage. And when you
Yeah.
pair it with elite athleticism like this is how you get a really, 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 really good player.
Right. Yeah,
Or
his
slips a little
footwork's
bit,
nice.
but
This
yeah.
guy has to be get training from Route God. Like this is great. Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty has hands too. Look at oh my God, I love this. So when I look at wide receivers, I'm looking at their where's that? Hold on, go back a little bit. So I'm looking at what they do at the line of scrimmage. So what are they doing right here? Their route to me is like from here to here, right? And then they do their cuts and all that, their hands, all that. But this first 2 seconds of the play makes a huge difference. And just look at what he does on when he comes over here just by a little like stutter step, and then he goes that way. Let's just take a look at this. Phenomenal footwork for him at the beginning here. Boom, and then he's gone. He that defensive back dips on him or bites on him, and then he just cuts it. Did he drop that though?
I can't tell. I don't think so.
I mean,
It's
it
kind of
looks like
blurry
it
at the end.
just yeah. It
I
looks
don't
like
think
it
he
went
did.
out, but I feel like they caught that. Like they cut it in. Like it just ball hit the ground and it went out. His speed allows him to gain beautiful separation too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's such an advantage. Like, you'll have certain guys that are just freak athletes that do this and that are not like really good route runners and things of that nature.
Oh,
Like, they just
beautiful
are
dart.
just speed guys. This guy's
Yeah.
clearly advanced past that because he's got the route running, the chops to kind of like he could step in day one. And I think he could make an impact. He might not be like because Georgia's got a good program right now. They got good players, so like
Yeah.
I don't think he's necessarily gonna pop off the screen, but like he'll make plays his freshman year for sure for them.
Right. He's faster than Ladd, but similar to the footwork and what Ladd did. If you watch what Ladd did before the ball gets in his hands, just how he's getting open at Georgia, that was something that he really shined on, was that stutter step and then getting there and gaining that separation. But he had the speed to gain it. He's definitely faster than what Ladd was, in my opinion. But he could definitely come make an impact.
Ladd running like a high 4.3s right at the combine, right? Like yeah, Ladd's got plenty of speed, but to your point, this guy's more like you see a little bit more on top. Obviously, Ladd's a pure like an incredible route runner, things of that nature.
Right.
Like, this guy's not that yet, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
But the evolution,
they're just using. Because like it's one-on-one in space, you're not going to tackle this guy. If you give him 5 yards, it's good luck.
And you think about too going to a program like a Georgia. The nutrition that he's going to face there or be able to access there, be knowledgeable out, all those things that play into just the factor of them being better on the field can definitely help out as well. He's going to get top of the line care, if you will, just as far as the PTs and, what he can do as far as eating and working out, all those kind of things. So,
yeah, I'm curious to see. Yeah, I mean, he should be gone here. What I want to see from him is like, if they're going to ever deploy him at X, basically, like you're lining him up in the big boys, like, is he big enough? Can he hold up enough in blocking and do everything you need? Or is he going to be out that's going to have to come off the field or moved around because there's limitations in that area of the field? Because that's what you want to see. You want this guy to be on the field all the time, right? So if you do that, you pass the double checks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got that? Nice.
Yeah, we do see him lined up inside a lot.
Which makes sense, right? Like, just give him space.
Yeah.
And like it's college, they can definitely do that, right? You could do that all the time in college too.
Yeah.
And we're even seeing more of that like transition to the NFL. So it's like yeah, it's when the tape speeds up like that. It's like he looks super stressed. Oh yeah, that's just terrible defense.
That was just a bad play. It's like, what's going on here, D?
Yeah, he's like, I'll just mosey to the end zone.
Right.
Yeah, he's running the here we go. Yep.
Oh, nasty. Okay. Again, just that split second decision. He has that awareness of being able to make that split second decision. He saw where his defensive guy was, saw his little opening, stepped here, and then went the other side.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, just every play, he's the fastest guy on the field. I mean, it's just
So yeah, that's also key when you're going to a program as good as Georgia. Like there's athletes all over the place in that place. Like that's one of the top tier programs in college football. So that's another thing. Like, can you establish yourself as a young player? Come in and be like, yeah, like this stuff still translates for you. Because you'll see a lot of guys that can do something like this.
And Georgia, in my opinion, really lacked that explosiveness this past
Mhm.
year. So, he's definitely someone that can bring that to them, just with his
Well-
ability to be able to get down the field super quick. Look at this. That
Well, yeah,
should
they
have been
got
dead 10 years ago.
Zachariah Branch transferred there, right? He transferred to Georgia, isn't that right?
Oh, he sure did. He sure did. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
so like
Yep.
that's another guy who you watch his tape in high school is like a guy that was popping off. Like
Yeah.
it's similar, like you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see like that's another freak athlete who's kind of been like he's been kind of a letdown at USC. We'll see if it progresses in year 3.
Yeah, they haven't used him as well as they should have at USC. So yeah, Georgia should got a good one with him. Him and his brother transferred there, I do believe.
Oh, nice. Do you know who the starting quarterback is next year for Georgia? Or are they still looking?
Well, Beck's at Miami now, right? So it could be Stockton, who was their quarterback
Okay.
in the bowl game. They do have Jaden Rashada, who also transferred from Arizona State, is what I want to say.
Okay.
So that's gonna be big as well. Who they have, and I think they have someone coming in, if I'm not mistaken. But it's probably gonna be Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'd assume if he's staying there.
That makes sense.
Stockton was a good prospect coming out as well. He's just been on the depth chart though, so. But when you're at Georgia, I mean, gotta do that. So.
Right. It's a good fight for him there. Yep, sits down in his own.
Okay. Good defenses back close in really quickly on him.
Yeah, this is where it's a nightmare. Like special teams, like this is a problem because you're giving him space and you can't look at that. See it, yeah, like it's just.
To be honest, I mean, it's not. You even say giving him space. There was no space there. Like he just ran right up the middle. Look at where he's at right here. This is just the Red Sea, and that's you don't want to give that to him. Like where are these guys not closing? Look at that.
If you're playing him, I don't know why. If I'm a high school coach, I'm like, do not freaking punt to this guy. Kick it out of bounds. We're not letting him touch the ball. Like I get it, it's different in the NFL, but like in high school and sometimes in college, don't give the playmakers the ball. Like that. Like that's a nightmare. You're just gonna get burned.
Yeah, Jesus.
So yeah, if I was that coach, I would sit that punter down. I'd say, what are we doing here? You want to punt to this guy? No, just kick it.
Just go for it on 4th down every time.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not giving this guy the ball. The less touches for him, the better. Let's see what he does here.
Smart moves.
Yeah, just making the mess out of it. Because they have a guy right over the top too. Yeah, no shot. Oh, he won that easily.
Yeah,
that was a nice guy.
So thoughts on Taylor?
Yeah, the dynamicism, if that's a word, I think it is. His athleticism jumps out at you. Like he's super dynamic in space. Like that stuff. Well, they'll find a way. If it's a good program at Georgia, they can find a way to get him on the field and use it. And even if it's in special teams in year 1, like he can give you an advantage of a guy just doing that, right? And if he progresses and grows and gets on the depth chart, like, yeah, that type of stuff always jumps at you. There's certain guys you watch them on tape. Whenever you see the athleticism like that, you're like, he's clearly going to win. Like he's that good. It's just about polishing his routes and doing a little bit more. So that's why I was mentioning, like, we didn't see much blocking from him. So like, I don't think that team has to do much of any of that. So yeah, he's like 170. The last guy, JonAnthony was like 173. They're both like 6'1". They're both kind of that wiry type. So that leaves you to the questions of can they be on the field at all times? I don't know. But as far as winning in space and doing it all, yeah, he clearly checks all those boxes because that just jumps out at you when you're watching.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, it says he plays defensive back here too, but I 100% agree that twitch, man. He has that twitch, and that's gonna be dangerous, especially if he polishes up everything at the next level. Because every athlete has to polish up every aspect of the game when they go to that next level, right? From college even to college to the pros. So he just polishes that up a little bit more, but his hands are there. Do want to see more physicality because a lot of it was he was able to gain that separation. So how does he do against the physical guys that can stay on him and not separate him? You think about the future if he does end up, the pro level as well. Those defensive backs can be very aggressive and they lock up. We saw a lot of the guys, Darius Slay, for example, locking up some guys. So, you make sure you have that physicality trait. That doesn't really be your strongest point, but you do need to have that. So what's he doing? Is he involved in the blocking, as you mentioned? Is he involved in, if he's taking out the play, can he bounce back? Or is it something like, hey, if the defensive back is on him, is he just out? The thing is, what we saw here is he has those quick instincts that he just jumps over left and right very quickly. So he's not necessarily doing that, or not necessarily needing to have to worry about that. So
Yeah, I did like how he did sat down in zone a few times in the right spot, gave his quarterback a good view to like hit him. Like that's nice to see that he's not just strictly relying on his one cut and go type athleticism.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot to like about him.
yes, he's definitely gonna be someone to watch. Again, that was a Talyn Taylor out of Geneva High School. He's committed to Georgia right now, so that'll be exciting. Now, next one we're gonna watch is Jamie Ffrench. Looks like senior season he missed 2 games here. And this is my early wide receiver one, actually, of this class. He's committed to Texas right now out of Florida. He's 6'1", 185, so same size, a little bit bigger as far as weight. But this was my one. So let's go ahead and look at Jamie Ffrench here again, committed to Texas.
Some boys there.
Oh,
yeah, that was just smooth.
yeah.
That was just smooth. Like that jumped out. Like yeah.
Yeah, able to cut, make the separations. Look at that, just explosive.
That's nice. Yeah.
Evade the tackles, make defenders miss.
Nice.
Line up as your X. Just open. I mean, that safety just jumped on him. They should have been that deep from him. That was bad. Guys like this that have that speed or those cut abilities, you can't give them that big of gap. Let's see here. He's against the press.
Yeah, that's just a go. That's like, all right, when this
just beautiful.
He's like, okay. Yeah, that's a good
just get it to me. 100%. He was a great play. Look at that. Just eats the open of the field.
Oh.
I mean, blown coverage up the middle. He's just found that the cover 2 and he was
like,
gone.
Yeah, let's see splits. He's like, okay, cool. Thanks for the touchdown.
Again, oh, nasty. Loved it.
Yeah. Yep. It's all very nice.
Currently, as I mentioned, this was my early wide receiver 1. 247 has him ranked as the wide receiver 8 currently.
And I'm curious to see the 7 that are better.
All right. Very nice. Love it. Gone. Oh, God blitzed. Yeah. Get him.
Yeah, good.
Easy.
Good job getting it out before you get creamed into the quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Saw his DB come in and blitz him, so he's like, all right, he's going to be open.
Yeah, well done.
Oh,
yeah, he can go over him. He goes up and gets it.
Yeah,
it's really well done. Yeah, you don't see a lot of like things you don't like from him. Like it's all just kind of there. It's very polished. He knows what he's doing. Good in space, like right here. Yep. And he's got the jets to take it. Yep. Oh, almost. So close.
Good tackle. Good bring down. Special teams.
Let's see it.
All the way. All the way.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
You have to get it. Oh, nice dive. Got it.
No, that's not fair. He's way bigger than that guy. See him.
Too much space.
Yeah, you can't. Problem is in high school they're so afraid of getting burned deep. They're like, give them the space and they just coach you either way. So that's
right.
You're not winning.
Good hands, trustworthy hands.
Yeah, secured it.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, he went up and got a lot of balls. Like he's the quarterback's friend. Like he's like, throw it in my radius, I'll catch it.
He is versatile that they can move him around too. So that's great.
Yeah, I'd like to see him make something out of this. It's not bad.
Okay. Not bad. Thoughts on Jamie Ffrench there?
Yeah, he's good. Like like obviously his skill sets are like clearly apparent of what he can do, but I like the add Jerome on it right now. But yeah, like he's got a lot to work with, right? He's clearly bigger body than the last couple of guys we've watched. Like he's a little bit fuller. You see that when you watch him play. He's thicker, so he's like it's a kind of like a fluid strider is the way I talk about it. You watch him; he doesn't seem excessively fast, but he's burning the guys around him, which is so it tricks you a little bit. You're like, oh, he's not that fast, but you watch the corner; he's getting 5 yards on him. He's racing angles, so he's plenty fast. Like that's not the problem. it's like these long striders, and that's the way I look. They just it makes almost like they're freezing time in the way they move. So it's always fun to watch these guys. And he's a professional wide receiver. He does every route. He ran a ton of different routes, and he went up and got the ball when he needed to. He made it really comfortable as quarterback. So he did a lot of the good things that you like from him. Yeah, I can see why he's going to Texas, man. It makes 100% sense.
I do want to point out, I said 6'1", 185. It looks like on his huddle he has him at 6'2", 180. I take, I mean, obviously the height matters, the size can matter too, but like a lot of this time when it comes into it, not until the combine is where I feel like, okay, this is their official size. Like, all right, the pros are weighing them in.
It changes so much, right?
Guys, get like an inch too. I've seen some guys that are like 6'5", they go to combine, they're 6'2". So a lot of things can happen there. But yeah, no, he's very crisp. When I look at his route running, he is very crisp in his cuts. But yet he's fast with the ball in his hands, right? He gets the yards after the catch, so he can make that ability, and he can make defenders miss too. He's good in the open space. So there's a lot to love, especially with his hands. Like he's a security blanket for your quarterbacks, but he also has the awareness and the reach to go out there and get the ball. If he has that tight coverage, still make a big play for him as well. So as I mentioned right now, my wide receiver one, but I do think there are some good wide receivers. We're against the smaller ones, but he's wide receiver 8 on 247. Next one here is going to be Derek Meadows. Derek Meadows is going to be our first giant, if you will, 6'5", 200. This guy's out of Bishop Gorman High School too. For those that don't know, Bishop Gorman is in Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the pristine high schools in the nation, not in the state, in the nation. They are one that has tons of prospects. They have a great offensive line. They have great coaching. They are always a top team. So this is going to be exciting to watch. This is Derek Meadows, as we see down there, wide receiver, committed to Alabama right now, about 6'5", 200. So let's get into his tape after this ad from Ryan Reynolds and Mint Mobile.
See, Reynolds is a big fan of him, I guess.
Yeah, he likes Meadows. So let's see what else.
Oh yeah, he's massive. You can see that immediately when you see the tape. You're like, all right, this guy's huge.
Like, good luck against him.
And it's a lefty quarterback, which always blows your mind.
Got the catch there. Okay. Outside. Chances are he's gonna be outside a lot.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say in the slot much.
He's your premier.
I assume we're gonna see a ton of deep balls with him too.
Yeah.
Also. They're just like checking and go get it.
So I'm curious if we're gonna see anything where he's gonna have to go up and get it, like just a contested, in a pocket of coverage. So DB's trying to play close up to him.
Good luck.
Yeah.
He one move is all I needed. You got the separation. It's over.
Yeah. He saw that's just gonna use his size here just to make sure he's. And then again, you let him go. I mean, that's just blown coverage.
Yeah, that's I
don't care if you're running a zone. You gotta make sure you're covered deep with this guy.
Right. You have to shift coverage when you see this guy on the field. You're like, all right, we're transitioning, moving over there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is one of the top programs in the nation for high school, so it's really hard to do that. But like, he's clearly the biggest wide receiver on the field.
I don't feel the DB really contested that a lot, but that was, nice little big play for him. Okay, a little cut up the middle there, but we've seen it time and time again where these 6'5" wide receivers, though, they do good, but it is mostly on those go routes, right? So they get a lot of air yardage. Curious to see what he's doing. Like, okay, like here's a good play. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he passed it. Okay.
Interesting. Nice little.
All right. Nice little pass. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like with players like this, you're thinking more of the Drake London molds of the world, right? Like you kind of want it. By the way, if anyone wants to look at Drake London, he was a yak monster at USC. Like you kind of want to see some of this stuff with him too. So if he's that dynamic athleticism on top of just the big guy, which it looks like he has that athleticism for sure.
Came back and got it. Okay. Drake London is a lot more fluid in his routes. Drake London was definitely more. I feel like he was underrated because he was pretty good for his size too, and the fluidity, as I mentioned with the routes. Like I don't see, like we're just seeing this one cut and what he's doing here, and then he's gone. We're not seeing a lot of cuts up the middle or anything like that for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see him use double cut. There's blocking. Yeah, I mean, at 6'5", you better win your blocking, man. Like you have no excuse not to win your blocking.
100%.
particularly in high school. Like,
especially when you're playing against a
there's another one. Yeah,
6-1-6 with DB. Yep,
yeah. Like
just stay out.
all you gotta do is just. Yeah, I've seen him fight a few times. Like he's gotten into people
Yeah.
and they've kind of like gotten into it. So I'm curious to see how he does with that. If he gets off his, gets a little out of control or whatever
Right.
that is, right? Like you don't want George Pickens 2.0 showing up, right?
Right. Good block, held his own.
There he is again.
Yeah. He's getting a little extra pushes in there, it seems, when he's getting lined up against
Oh,
it.
nice. That was a nice hezzy, and that wins with
Yeah.
the quarterback easy.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay.
defender's got to make a play, and he goes up to QB. Yeah, like when you have that size doesn't
Yeah.
grow on trees, right? So anytime you get a wide receiver this big, you want to see if the other stuff's there because he's clearly gonna have the
Right.
size advantage. Like you should automatically check off contested catches because if you're this big, you're not winning contested catches. Massive problem. Obviously, he won.
Yeah.
There's lots of why he's fluid, which is nice. Like you're not gonna find those, the freak athlete that's just blowing past people at this size, right? Because they have the longer limbs, so it's hard for them to do that. But yeah, like there's a ton to like with him, and I can see why. He's going to Alabama because it's like, all right, we got this monster you could win in all the field. What was the thing that jumped out the most to you?
Just exactly what you said there, really. What jumped out the most negative impact was we didn't see a lot of the pure routes in there. So I'm curious to see what he really does. A lot of it was the go routes that, as you said earlier, his first initial step is really what separates him, that difference, because he is able to gain that separation at the line of scrimmage and make his cuts there. And then that way he can go on those go routes. A lot of it too was some blown coverage. Like it looked like a lot of it was blown coverage where he was able to get open too. So I do want to see how he's doing against contested catches. I do want to see what else he can do. We didn't see much of, past the 5 yards of the initial snap, what he's doing there to get that separation, get those routes inside. Obviously if he's going deep, he can hit those go routes, but inside. So I want to be able to see that more because that's going to be what really separates him from just a big premier red zone deep kind of threat to an actual natural, top wide receiver in the nation there. So I do think there's a lot more to get from him. Again, Bishop Gorman, I don't doubt that he's going to be a great prospect to look forward to because he went to Bishop Gorman. But yeah, he's got to do a lot more, especially going to SEC. They get physical. And as you mentioned, when he does, he got that extra push. SEC, if they know that, they're going to get under his skin. That's just natural for them. So
yeah, like you're going to go against guys that know how to do that. And we're also like, you're lining up against freak players as well too. So you don't necessarily have he'll still have a size advantage against most quarters going against, but like you're going up against the top tier players in the country. So that's what you want to see from him.
This next guy here is going to be Vernell Brown. He's going to be the smallest guy we talk about here. He's wide receiver 6 on 247 Sports, 5'11", 170 out of Jones High School. He's committed to Florida. So this is going to be potentially him and DJ Lagway going in there, which would be great. Let's take a look.
Like I'm expecting this guy to absolutely just eviscerate people with a landing spot and like in angles. Like when you're this size, particularly when you're rated this high or top 6, like wide receiver prospect, like this guy's got serious juice. And like people are going to be blown away by it. That's my assumption. I could be wrong, but like that's what you expect to see. Florida's got another guy coming up too. They got a guy at 4, so Florida's got some good wide receivers coming in.
This is junior highlights. So we're not seeing the seniors. This is junior. But as you mentioned, just getting open.
Yep, first one in space.
Yep.
See,
Oh, and then it's gone. So he's definitely gonna be more of the Swiss Army knife compared to Dallas Wilson. Yeah, he's just gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great movement.
Dynamite. Dynamite in space. No shocker.
Then just gone, right?
Yeah, you're not catching this
out. Yeah, don't let him get deep on you.
Line up on one. Just hit him with a hezzy. It wasn't like super dynamite or crisp. He just kind of just lulled him to sleep a little bit.
Right.
I like to watch this. It's going to be a crazy play. Yep.
Oh, yep. Gone.
Yeah,
you're not catching him. Oh.
Kicker. Feel bad for anybody.
Has he not scored yet? I mean, I feel like every play he scored, right? Like every play he scored here. What's going on? No, great plays by him.
Yeah. Yeah, 2023 he caught 70 passes for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns on offense. And 4 special teams plays, so touchdowns. So yeah.
That's all he does. Touchdown machine.
He's a big play for sure. Yeah, I've seen him outside a lot, so like that's
Mhm.
impressive actually.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
get
Oh,
him,
and
get
he
him,
went
baby.
in there. What were you doing, defensive back? Come on,
He's-
man.
That guy's just beat down at this point. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's like, take me out, coach. Can't do this.
Yep,
Inside.
you're gonna see a lot of this
Yep.
at the next level.
Yak
They're
monsters.
just like,
Oh,
just get him in space because he's really good at breaking tackles too. Like it's
Yeah.
not just like good at space. Like he very much is that like running back build
I
where
was just about to say that.
yeah, like you could see guys that have played running back growing up because they're really good at breaking
Yeah.
tackles. Like this is
Not
one of
playing the
those guys
music.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone.
Just straight
Yeah.
playmaker. Like no doubt about it.
Gone.
We have not seen a lot of good routes from like there isn't much route running per se, but like it's just freak athlete. So I do want
Right.
to see some more routes like that because it's like you're dealing with what you're getting out of him though.
Right.
So here we go. It's 1-on-1. No help. Yeah, and he just wins. Okay.
Oh,
That's nice.
I feel like we can compare him to a potential Zay Flowers. Because it looks like he's playing big as well, but his speed is what separates him, and he can make those cuts, and he can win.
Yeah,
especially around that size, 5'11", 170 or so.
Yeah, he's definitely smaller, but like you could make it work on that side for
Yeah.
sure. And Flores gonna put on some weight, but like
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's just they have a really good training program there. They have everything you need to get the most out of them.
gone.
Yeah, punt return night. It's just not fair. It's like we said earlier, stop kicking to these guys. Don't kick to him. It's so clear to me. Like, oh, they got that guy. Yeah, we're not kicking to him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good backyard football with the quarterback. Oh, that's a hell of a throw on the run, by the way.
Oh.
Great
throw. And they just beat him. Fantastic.
Yep. The guy's on the floor wondering what happened.
Oh,
yeah, he's connected well with this quarterback.
Yeah.
You can tell they spent some time together.
don't give him space.
Oh,
Do
corner!
not
What
give
are
him
you doing?
space.
Yeah, the corner knows he screwed up too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't do that to him.
As soon as he stops, he should have been biting on that.
Mm-hmm. Because there's some guy deep too. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. But
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
what do you want to bet? Touchdown?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeez,
My life savings on that. Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh, he tackled him
God,
about
damn. Just lost it all. Damn it.
Oh goodness, yeah.
First one where it wasn't. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, like
Here he goes. It's
the
deep.
thing, like when you're this type of
Back.
athlete, you don't have to have dramatic cuts. You just have to have subtle cuts, and
Yeah.
if you're able to hold that speed, which looks like he is, he generates separation that way, which is really like. Sometimes people think wide receivers you have to make these drastic. No, sometimes just really subtle
Right.
movements, and that gives you an edge. And when you're this fast, like he clearly has that.
Right. Because it doesn't look like when he cuts or when he glides or whatever he was, say he's doing, with his foot just going from left to right. He's
Mhm.
not losing that explosiveness. He's stepping and he's gone still. Like it's effortlessly, it's seamless when he's doing it.
And it's like the first step is very sudden. So like
Yeah.
once he makes that movement to go, you see defenders have a hard time cutting on, like tackling him,
Yeah.
which is why there's guaranteed like he played running back at some point.
Oh yeah. Oh, got him.
Made sure to
Quick
like seal off the
moves.
defender, which was nice, and send
Yeah.
in front.
Bang. Okay. Nice.
He just makes it look easy.
Oh
which
yeah.
Whenever you see a guy doing that, even doesn't look like he's doing it fast sometimes, but he makes it look easy, which is what you love to see. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's had a few contested sketches where he's gone up and got it.
Like I said that again, that Zay Flowers, man, he
Mm-hmm.
he goes up there and he can play bigger when he needs to be. He's small and quick, which is his dominant factor. But when he needs to play big, he can play big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go watch.
just
People
gone.
should watch Jay Flowers at BC. Dude was a dog. Like he
Yeah.
consistently was like the one man wrecking crew on that team. Did everything for them.
For sure. Oh, punt return. Too close to the end zone. He's gonna score.
Yeah, that's trouble. They're backed up. It's like yeah. See ya. That's house call.
He beat every guy to the outside. Like no one got to the outside of it quick enough. He beat everybody.
Yeah, that's just brutal.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's so like certain guys are really hard to bring down first defender. Like I don't think I've seen the first defender tackle him anytime. Like out of all of these clips, which is so impressive. I can see why he's top 6. Like it makes sense.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think he's gonna be one of your top 3 wide receivers to start at Florida. Like I think he's gonna be one that's on the depth chart, but you might see him on special teams make those plays, and they're gonna use him in packages because of his explosiveness. So we are gonna see a lot of that, but we're gonna talk about another one at Florida here soon. That'll be the guy that might be the 2 for them.
Yeah, he's a different type of wide receiver. So
defensive back as well.
Yeah, like these guys are difference makers. So like this guy's a difference maker on offense, and you find ways to get him on the field. I mean, as a freshman, it's not going to be a ton just because it's a really good program. But like he'll be in the special teams like you talked about. A little more. Yeah, like I do. I mean, I am curious if we started seeing more like 2-way players based on what Travis Hunter did. Like if that's something off teams are more open to doing. Obviously, it's really hard to do, and like you rarely see it. But like we'll see like the next 5 years how that shifts.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one here if this is defensive back, because that could be a different thing that we talk about for him. But yeah, I mean, I think what stands out right is the explosiveness. This was a guy that as soon as you saw him on the field, you had to take accountability for him. He's gonna go out there and make the plays. He can win deep. He has the quick twist, the quick abilities to cut in between and hit the open holes. And the missed tackles, he's making first defenders miss. He's evading them. Definitely a solid special team player to start, but I think he can evolve into a team's top receiver as well. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, like everything's there that you see. Like it's all right in front of your face. You know what you're getting from him. So yeah, it's exciting to see. Like at his size, he plays bigger, which as he's constantly said multiple times, which is what you want to see from these smaller guys. Like they play above their size. Anybody that does him, he gives him on the field because it seems like he's a dog and he's going to fight for everything, right? So I would imagine they would find ways to just get him on the field, even in situations where he's like, you didn't see a lot of him lined up outside, but like you saw a little bit of it. So like maybe put him out there too, just makes him match him. So yeah, he's a fun player that we should expect a lot to see coming up this year.
100%. That was Vernell, Florida, committed to Florida, number 6 wide receiver on 247. Next one we're going to is going to be Jerome, Myles at Corner Canyon, another school that if you're not familiar with, they're a top school out of Utah, actually. 6'2", 210, committed to Texas A&M currently. So we're going to get into Jerome Myles' tape here in just a second. Let's go and see what he's doing here.
Yeah, he's blocking. He's the thickest wide receiver we've seen. Like that way, we'll see. No one's even close listed to his weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said, "Excuse me."
Just pushing these guys out.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He's not afraid to block. All right, you like that.
Which is good. A&M needs that physicality.
Yeah, they do.
Again, even on the routes, on passes, he's getting out there and getting the blocks. You love that. I feel that's such like an underrated thing. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Like you could tell this guy loves contact.
Yeah,
he's out there looking for it. Nope.
Nice.
And like you don't need great blocking wide receivers, but it's such a bonus if you have one. Like it allows you just to do so much more with the running game.
Right. Allow for guys like him too, it could allow him to see the field a lot more too, right? Because if you have your running backs out there, it's like, hey, go out there and make a block, but then you find out they're bringing everyone, so you're like, all right, I gotta go out there and make an audible.
Yeah, this is the guy that doesn't come off the field because he does. You expect like where he's at in the rankings, like expect him to be able to do everything. So the fact he's a really good blocker checks off that block. So like we'll see how it goes from here.
Yeah. Okay, here's touchdowns. Let's see.
Yeah, he took
just
him.
winning.
Step. And the guy fell down. I don't know.
Yeah. See what this here. A little bit more space on him.
So
Nope,
caught
still got
looking,
it.
didn't he?
Nice.
Yep.
There you go again. Inside. Caught underneath.
Yeah, it's
Good
just
speed.
Nice. Yep. This would be a good view to watch. Oh, down up.
Got him. Nice. Good throw by a quarterback hitting that
Mm-hmm.
right on the money. Nice little cut. I mean, the defensive back didn't jump there, but still a nice little move with his feet there.
Right.
To then go outside there. There was a move. This little split second. Where's that here? Hold on. Go back. Okay. So right. So here he is right here, right? He's gonna come here. He's gonna look this way. You're gonna see the defensive back bite that, and then he's gonna move to the other side. Just look how effortlessly he does this here. Just a quick second, just a quick split second where he does that. And the next thing you know, he's gone.
Yeah, you're not catching him there.
Oh,
oof.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, he knows how to use his size well.
Yeah. He's someone that goes out there.
There's bigger wide receivers that play soft. That's clearly not this guy.
Right. Just gone.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if they use, like, if we see any highlights of him short and underneath, because it's been all deep stuff. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You have this big body freak who's just dominating a physicality. Like, I see that. But, like, maybe run him across the middle, see how that goes, what he does in space. That's what you want to say. Yeah. Okay. And
very nice.
All right, you answered that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Just touchdown.
So right there in that play. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Here's some yak stuff.
Like, kind of tripped up a little bit there.
Yeah, you should have scored on that.
Yeah. Little stop. Oh, mission.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's tough to tackle.
Oh, psych. Broke two there. Oh, nice.
Yeah, the arm tackles just shut off of him.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot bring him down like that.
And he's someone where it's like, I don't feel like he's breakaway speed, but he does have some nice speed. Yeah, he does have some speed. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of deep balls thrown his way. See these big plays here.
Yeah, he's like more of a throwback wide receiver. Is kind of like what you're getting out with him, I think. Like, yeah, like it's just fluid. It's more long strides. It's not quick, short, stoppy steps. So you're kind of see that. So it doesn't look like he's burning, but like you saw him in yak underneath. He's thinking house. Yeah, and he could do that. Like, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And then he's just, they're like, hey, just throw deep. Okay.
He used to be paired up with Marshall Reed this year, quarterback at A&M. So this will be a nice little, like I said, A&M was missing some of that physicality. He, like you mentioned earlier, he likes to draw that contact, it looked like. So that would be something to watch out for. That was Jerome Myles, though. I mean, I think he's going to be someone that we're going to be interested in watching, A&M. Like you said, draw that contact once it can be physical with them, but also just his hands. It seemed like he was very confident when the ball was in the air. That he can go out there and win those 50-50 balls, which I think can excel. Especially for a wide receiver like him, that you want to get him out in the field, have him stretch the field. That's gonna be something you want.
Yeah, the 247 Greg Biggins comps him to Jerome Odunze. I can kind of see why he does that.
Yeah, I feel Odunze was a lot more twitchy in his cuts. And again, we didn't see a lot of that on this tape here for him. A lot of it, this was his 2023, 2024 highlights. So we didn't see a lot of those specific cuts for him on what he was doing there. So that could be something that, if he progresses, I think, potentially Rome Odunze is a good one. But I want to see more that he was more a downfield type of threat for him. So
we saw it was basically like all downfield stuff. And there was the like one or two underneath stuff, but not a lot of it. So you kind of want to see a little bit more from him. But yeah, he's really good.
This next guy is actually gonna be another 5-star here. Jerome Myles was our first 5-star. Here's another one too. Formerly committed to Oregon, actually switched his commit to Florida. So we talked about who was it, Vernell Brown, the
Mhm.
fastest guy alive, it looked like, at Florida.
Yeah.
And now we're going to Dallas Wilson, 6'3", 195. He's at Tampa Bay Tech, so he's staying home. So this is Oregon commit. He actually committed to Florida, as I mentioned. So let's go ahead and
Mhm.
take a look at his tape here in a second. Let me get it here. Outside there. Gone.
Well, yeah, he's the much bigger, more physical wide receiver that they got compared
Yeah.
to Vernell Brown, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be
Skill set
their
should be
X.
Yeah.
Good throw. Gone.
Ooh,
Yep.
nice.
Beautiful. That was just purely the size one there. I mean, there's
Yep.
nothing that guy could do there.
Nope, blocked him out, got it. Okay, just ran that all the way
Yep.
through to the open spot in the zone.
Get up. Looks like the ball is thrown a little bit higher, so he's able to get up
Mhm.
there and get it. Here's something. Let's see what he does in open. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, gone.
Ooh,
Beautiful
yeah.
footwork.
It's trouble.
Should have been a tackle.
Yeah. But congrats to him for getting there.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I'm curious with his catching because he's catching close to his body. So I want to see if he puts his hands up higher more on some of these. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bigger body guy, so he doesn't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah.
There's just been a few he's caught to his ball, like into his body, that can worry a little bit. But you can fix that pretty easily. Oh, in special teams, that's what you like to see from a big guy.
Right.
Whew. Yeah, see ya.
Gone. Just
Yeah, when
gone.
he gets some speed, that's tough.
Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. So 1-on-1 there. It's another punt
Oh, yeah,
return.
he's their punt returner. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, this guy's a terror.
Oh, no one's catching him. He has open field there.
No.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, like he's not the quickest guy. Like he's still fast. And
Yeah.
like once he gets up there, you're not catching him is the thing. Like once he
Yeah.
gets everything
Oh.
going, it's a nightmare. Ooh, nice bobble and catch. But yeah, he's a very good wide receiver.
Number 4 on 247.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you're seeing this where they're
missed.
giving him like stuff underneath and like just go in. And he's like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, I'll make it happen. Trust me. Give me
Yeah,
the
I'm
ball.
that
Look, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even the screenplay. Look at this.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing?
No chance. I'll give him that block, dude. Oh, you should hit blocked for a
Yeah.
touchdown.
Great play, though. Great play.
Yeah, that's a hell of a play. And then there's another downfield bomb.
Beautiful. Just outside. Nice snag. Nice reach.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he like finds a way to make big chunk plays. Is the way I'll
Yeah.
phrase it. Like consistently does that. And then there's the blocking. If you have a question about it.
Oh, yeah. You know he's gonna.
Yeah,
go
that dude
after.
was blocked tiny, so like that better
Just
happen.
still just
Yeah, just
pull him all the way
body.
down. Oh yeah, beautiful block there. Quick moves too at the line.
That was nice. Yeah. Yeah, he's what you're looking for at this size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Both of these wide
I s-
receivers for you have a shot to step in like early and make an impact on my team.
I could see more Odunze in him.
Yeah.
Than we could the other guy. Just with the size
Yeah, like the
comparison.
way I agree. The way he wins and
Yeah.
does it consistently is nice.
Okay, Odunze
Yeah,
again might have
Odunze-
that quick touch, but he still has the same abilities to see in the open field and not necessarily have to win deep. He could win underneath as well, and he has great open field elusiveness.
Yeah, Udunde's a little bit bigger, and like Dallas Wilson fits that a little bit more because he's a little bit taller than the like previous guy we're talking about. So yeah, that makes sense.
Because what did we
It's not
say
the
Wilson was? What's his weight?
6'2",
two-
210, I think.
210.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Wilson 6'3", 195 is what it's saying on here, and then Jerome Myles is like 6'2", 210.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
And Odunze is lankier, like he's not super thick.
Yeah. So, because I was gonna say Troy Franklin is really smaller too. So Troy Franklin may be more of the
He's like
other
what,
guy, maybe
170?
because he's like 6'3", 170. So, but yeah, I do love this. I do want to see a little bit more. If he can finesse on that twitch ability, that could definitely be. But I mean, everything else, I mean, very well polished as far as winning deep. Again, look at here. He can get in the open zones in the middle of the field and still go. He can win from 5 yards back, and he has that open field awareness to make your defenders miss, the cuts to make them miss. I mean, look at this. He's just gone. And he's patient too.
Guy.
You do see at times he does wait for his blockers too. So
yeah. Because you're curious with how all these guys win, and like at different ways, different lengths, and all the ways they win. Because there's a lot of different ways to win receiver. Like he's showing you at his size, there's a lot of different ways you can win.
beautiful.
Try to go in the middle and catch him.
Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah,
and just beat him.
Yeah, catch him.
Nice.
So, excuse me.
That's right. Here he is. Oh, got it. Middle. Good tackle.
Oh yeah, that looked kind of painful.
Yeah. Almost a hip tackle, but
yeah.
From down.
Another guy that's not afraid to block.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's not as physically as imposing as Jerome Myles for blocking, but he's still like going out and making sure to get the job done with it.
Yeah, he'll take the hits. He'll go head on with guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. All the way. Oh. Pancake.
Okay, just says pancake.
Just dogging. Just pushing the guy down. They fell into him. I will give him a pancake there. That was
just a little added bonus on that one.
Yeah. This will be it for his there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So nice. What do you think about Dallas Wilson?
Yeah, like I'm trying to decide like who I prefer if I was looking at say like Dallas Wilson and Jerome Myles because they're about the same height. One's just a little bit thicker and bigger. I like what they both give to you as a team. Like they could step in day one. You see a lot of like Wilson on the outside too. Like he's not playing a good amount on the inside, is mainly on the outside as well. So yeah, he's just a guy that finds ways to win at all levels, does everything you ask of him, and is like a plus. Might not be the quickest guy in the world, but he doesn't need to because once he gets up to speed, you're not catching this guy. So like he finds his ways to kind of pace his movements, and then like he gets those edges. And it's just like, yep, see.
Right. Spencer asked if we're afraid about the drama around his recruitment. I'm assuming this is around Dallas Wilson going, committed to Oregon and then going to Florida. No, I mean he's someone that I like his move. I think he wanted to stay home originally, so I think that's why he ended up going back. There's going to be some good things to see about him. I think he has the field awareness and the speed to be an elite wide receiver at the next level and the hands. And, we saw he's not afraid to get physical and go out there and, make some blocks as well, which Florida likes to run the ball, especially with DJ Lagway back there. So you can see him on the field a lot just to help get some blocks out there. So I actually do like him. I prefer him slightly over Jerome Myles just because I think he has a little bit more speed to him and a little bit more elusiveness than what Myles did. But still both very talented wide receivers there.
Yeah, we're kind of splitting hairs into them.
Yeah. This next one is going to be Caleb Williams, not Caleb Williams, Caleb Cunningham. 6'1", 190. He's actually committed to Ole Miss at this time. So let's see what he can do. Okay. There's a touchdown there.
Stuff when the camera kind of cuts it off.
Yeah.
But, he won the play.
Yeah. One is there.
He looks so much bigger. I don't know what
Yeah.
this is, but he looks massive.
Yeah. Wins. Nice.
Yeah.
So we'll get up there and get that ball there.
In the backfield? Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say.
Slag. Oh, all over him.
Found a way to go get it. That was a bad angle, too.
Yeah. Defensive back thought he was again. He's like, no, I'm going to take that from you. Again.
Yeah, his quarterback's not doing a great job setting him up with these balls, and he's finding ways to come down with it, so that's what we like to see.
Yeah, he's having to stretch out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And not like in a good way. Well, that was good. That was nice.
That's nice. He's using athleticism to win. There we go. That's what you want to see.
Nice.
Oh, no shot.
Gone. Beautiful.
Yeah, that corner just good luck.
Yeah.
I think if he tries that tackle 10 times, maybe he tackles him once.
Still nothing. Lined up in the backfield.
Get there. In the zone.
Nope.
There you go.
Hey, he has that speed. I mean, he's able to get outside.
Yeah, that looks so casual for him. He's just like,
yeah. Okay.
Oh, just
winning up again.
In double coverage.
Kaliq but he still got it.
Oh yes, you love that. Good fight.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they had a safety right over the top. He's still like, I'm just gonna throw it.
Yeah, that second effort was what's key there because they did tip it, but he's still aware of where the ball's at and still made the play. Looks like there's a lot of contested here. Not his fault. I think that's the quarterback not throwing, but he's still, like you mentioned earlier, coming down with it though.
Yeah, who's gonna be the Ole Miss quarterback next year? Do you know?
Who Ole Miss? I'm not sure actually.
Since Dart's declaring, I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's someone that can give him some better balls. So I will just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have like a QB battle going in.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a clear cut right now.
Yeah, I kind of want to see him like with his yak ability because I haven't seen much of it. It's all been short near like the end zone when they use him that way. So I haven't seen him break many tackles.
Yeah.
Here's a good block though. Yeah, that's
nice. Yeah,
that's more than enough. Yeah.
Call him deep. Yeah. He won, but
yeah, because if his quarterback was leading him or hitting him in stride, like we'd see a lot bigger plays from him. So
yeah,
I think that's recruitment.
Yeah. What stands out the most is he's going up there and getting the balls. I mean, he's shown that he's gonna fight for every 50-50 ball, and he can catch at the high point as well. He has that reach as we're seeing it, and really his catch radius all around. It's not just straight up. He's able to move all around his body to make sure he's, adjusting his hips, adjusting his angles to go up there and get the ball too. So
yeah, he's a pretty good basketball player when you check him out. So it makes sense. Like that stuff translates to what you're watching from him. Because basketball players have a lot of good movement ability with the control. Let's see. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I have more question marks about him than I do the other guys, just because of his situation and kind of what we saw from him winning wise. Because it's a lot of contested, like him just going up over smaller guys. So I'm curious to see. And even 247, it's like unverified size athleticism, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot to like from what we saw in the short term. He should be a fun guy at Ole Miss for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a guy to watch. With what we've seen, I would put Dallas Wilson, Jerome, Myles over him, and I mentioned Jamie Ffrench as well. I do like it. I think a lot of it though was quarterback play really hurt him because it does look like he has the skill set, but we're not able to see that because the offense was limited based on their quarterback. It seemed like so. A lot more to come from him. Some evolution could be key, or just some things we haven't seen. So a coach that can unlock his potential will be key.
Was that his 2024 tape we were watching, or was that his combined tape?
No, that was his 2025. Yeah, this past season.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, senior year.
Form.
So let's go ahead. Let's move on to our next one. This is gonna be Kaliq Lockett. We're actually going to 247 to watch this one for him. This is gonna be his junior season highlights here, but he's actually 6'2", 175. He's currently committed to Texas. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lockett here.
Yeah, you can tell just based on the stadium. It's a little bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him.
one-handed? Wow.
Was that one-handed?
I thought it was. Maybe he brought the second hand. I think he grabbed it with one hand.
Well,
Or maybe I just can't see very well.
nope. Yeah, one-handed.
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's impressive.
Come out here winning.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, went up
he's
there and
got
got
it
it.
up
Now he's
there.
gone. Oh,
yeah, that's
Okay.
dynamite.
Very
I can
nice.
see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand why.
He got up on that ball too. He skied on that.
Yeah. Again. Wow. Great
He's strong
balance.
with this. Yes.
Great balance.
Good body control, good athleticism, check. Like, because he jumped too early on that last ball, and he still like hung up and got it.
Oh,
He's good lane.
snagged. Let's see here.
Post.
Oh, just winning deep. Again, beautiful.
Right, but yeah, didn't even matter.
Arch Manning's gonna love this kid.
Yeah, I think so.
Beautiful. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, they got some good receivers.
Making the first guy miss too.
Oh, this is trouble.
Oh, good
Ooh.
awareness.
Oh,
let's keep
yeah,
going.
you're not catching him.
Oh man, come on, man. Oh,
Just looking back, like, yeah, you gotta catch me.
Two defensive backs had that opportunity and they missed it. Oh, just one-on-one.
We've
Nice.
seen a lot of this. Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful. We're gonna go back and watch that. Look at
He
this.
is not afraid to, like, yeah,
Wait.
that's
Just one-on-one matchup. Quarterback says, perfect. I got it. Go up there, snag. Beautiful. That was great.
really good catch radius is
Mhm.
evident. He like makes sure to secure the ball wherever it's thrown. He's like, I got you. I'll get stop and go. See ya.
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
That was nice. Yeah, he's pretty polished with it.
Got him.
Just
Nasty.
actually got another one, man. They just keep
Yeah.
getting the wide receivers.
Let's see what he does here. Boom. Cuts open. Gets it. Sees the block. Sees the open
Oh, yeah,
field.
he's saying
And it's gone. Oh, this guy may catch him.
Yeah, this play was setting up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Can't beat me, bro.
Just,
stop
that's
him.
just,
So
I
that's
trust you,
good.
bro.
Yeah. Look
One
at that
foot
field.
down?
Nice.
Both feet too. Wow, NFL.
Yeah.
Just in the league already.
Right. League of his own now.
Too funny. Yeah, the speed is
Oh,
there.
beautiful.
Like it's super fluid, and because he's kind of like lean, like longer version. Like he's not super
Right.
compact, but yeah, he's got the quick twitch to go along with it too.
Oh, beautiful. Nice. Again, balance is key for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Slipping by everybody.
Wow, that was
4 guys.
beautiful. Yeah.
Jeez.
House call.
Oh no. Good one. He will get underneath though too. He knows how to get that separation from his defenders also.
Oh, that's a nice catch. Yeah, this is the guy that they're gonna look for in the end zone in the goal line.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
He's making plays, right? So it's like, hey, just throw him the ball.
Like we see it time and time again on this tape where he could win those one-on-one catches.
Yep.
You know, those one-on-one
like
matchups, that's a dream for the quarterbacks to see that because they're like, oh, this is him all day.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to depend on it either. Like he has
Yeah.
other tools in his bag, right? So like that's just a check mark where it's like, okay, he's not totally relying upon that, but when you need him to
Right.
do it, you can definitely do it.
Well, you can
See,
still look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
you see,
that's
we
good.
could go back here for a second.
Yeah,
This
watch how he
little-
wins that.
Yeah, look at this initial one's a boom,
Oop.
boom, and then cut out. I mean, like you said,
I mean, look
those tools.
He's got
are
like 3 yards
fantastic.
space right there at the end. Yeah. Because look where the ball's thrown.
Yeah,
Look how it ends up for him. Yeah, like it's this is just what you want to see.
Great awareness, knowing, like you said, knowing where the ball's at. Quarterback's not even getting fantastic placement, but he can go back and win it and get it and still make the play. You know, he can go back 10 yards to get 20 yards, you know. If he has a split second of separation in front of him, then it's game for him. He's gonna get that. That's gonna be something that people will love. As I mentioned, 247, 6'2", 175, Kaliq Lockett. What'd you like about him?
I liked his whole package. Like, there's not a lot that you don't like with him. You want to see, like, I basically saw everything I need to see from him, but like, yeah, this guy should be a good college wide receiver. He uses his athleticism, which is plus. It might not be like top end speed athleticism, but it's like his ability, his quickness in separating. Like we showed at the end zone where he got like 3-yard separation just on the stutter step, right? Stuff like that. That's what you like to see. So you can use him, get him the ball in space, make him a playmaker, or you can. We saw about 15 of these balls down deep where it's just like throw it deep, I will win for you. So it kind of gives you a nice range of motion. I do like, as far as like running a lot of routes in the intermediate cuts and stuff, we didn't see a ton of that. It was either short or deep. So you want to see how that translates, but he's got, you know, everybody's favorite quarterback next year, Arch Manning. So he's got it. Like Arch will find him.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you think, like I said, I do like Ffrench, but this guy, the thing that stood out was the one-on-one matchups. He was winning every time we saw it. He was winning those. Obviously, those were highlights though, but still, it looked very nice when he was winning them. So it wasn't just like, oh, this is just a catch. No, he was doing some good catches, getting up there and making sure he was coming down with the ball. But on top of that, his awareness and his balance stood out. You know, because a lot of times he came down with 1 foot, but yet he still was able to maintain his balance, not get to the ground. And when he did that, defenders weren't around him at the time because they thought he was coming down. So he had a little bit extra time to get his balance set, and he did. And then he was gone and made the touchdown. And then the awareness, we saw that keeping that 1-2 feet in the sideline there. That's key, man. You don't see a lot of high school athletes necessarily do that like that in that kind of situation. So very nice for him. I do like that a lot. Very good for him.
Yeah, I am curious because like his senior year was a dramatic decrease in production. Like his junior year, he basically had 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. His senior year was 625 yards and 7 touchdowns. So I'm not sure what changed for him in that mindset. So that's just what I kind of want to dig into to get a little more information on. But yeah, the highlight tape like speaks volumes for him. He's a very talented player who knows how to go above and make the big plays for him.
Right. Now he's gonna be someone to watch for sure. This next one is gonna be Dakorien Moore. He is currently committed to Oregon, 5'11", 182. This was his senior year, I do believe, 69, 1,486 yards, 18 touchdowns. He's coming out of Duncanville High School in Texas, which they actually had the #1 quarterback in the nation, Bryce Underwood, there with them as well. So he has a good quarterback with him. But let's go ahead and dive into Dakorien Moore's tape here.
Yeah, there's people know of this guy, and there's a reason why. I'll just say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gone.
Yeah, you're not catching it.
Bye-bye.
And yeah, like it hits him pretty much in stride. And if you do that for him in space, like it's game over.
Yeah. Got him. Nice.
Good elevation to get that. Yeah, that's well done.
Good jump catch. Nice moves. He's super quick.
Yes, he is.
Super fast. Oh, and even step back to go forward.
Dude, he's a terror. Like this guy is so good.
Oregon's gonna be phenomenal for him. Look at him waving his hand like, "Hey, I got this." Oregon's gonna be phenomenal for him because these are the type of players that they know how to evolve and use. Now, Evan Stewart is coming back, so Evan Stewart is likely the first guy there, wide receiver 1 there. But Dakorien Moore should get some playing time. They do have a lot of other ones. They have an early enrollee and Jeremiah McClellan that's there. They have Jerion Dickey still there, so they do have other athletes still there. But Dakorien Moore will probably end up seeing the field.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, since you've studied Oregon for a long time, he's the biggest like wide receiver recruit they've had since who? Because like he's like been the wide receiver 1 for a while. Like, is there anybody that you can think of that's on his level as far as like wide receiver recruits?
From high school, no. I mean, last year would have been Evan Stewart, right? Just grabbing him.
Yeah.
Straight out of high school, though, I can't think of the last big one. They have a lot of guys that play two ways. Um, so you think about D'Anthony Thomas, was the top guy that they recruited, but again,
Good
two-way
freak.
player there. He's probably the biggest one, which I think is a big part of landing. I mean, this in general is one of Oregon's top recruiting classes ever because I think the culture that they're building with Lanning has helped. And that's even with them losing in the playoffs. I think there's still a culture of like, hey, we're here to stay. We have a mission. And the team has a unity in it. People want to go to Oregon for it. So
Yeah, that game was a wake up call for Oregon. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, yeah, because they were like,
Right.
they were really good this year, and that was just it's a sour note to go out on. But that's a really talented team they have already. So he's coming into
sure.
it. Like what I really like about his more is you see his cuts. He does not lose any speed. Like it's wild.
Right.
Like he makes the cut and he does not lose any speed at all, and he's able to transition and move. Like that's a rare trait. You don't see that from a lot of guys. So that's what like really stands out about to me, and why he's just so dynamite.
Yeah. And he's gonna be, we might see a better version of Oregon this year with the quarterback and Dante Moore, who should be getting the reps this year. And this will just more to more will be a phenomenal connection. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, more. Yeah,
Yeah, just give us more. This is, as you said. I mean, the speed, like he doesn't slow down. If he needs to make a cut or anything, it's still with speed, and he's just gone. I mean, he's just cutting everybody.
Yeah, it's fun to watch this tape.
Yeah. Yeah, Oregon got a good one here.
Yeah, he's got good hands. The routes are fluid. Like, yeah, it makes sense why he's kind of been the consensus wide receiver one for the last like what year now?
Yeah. Yeah, get powerhouse out in Duncanville, Texas. They do have a phenomenal program there. Their running back, actually, Caden Durham, is now at LSU.
Mhm.
He was with LSU, a top rookie or freshman for them last year. They're definitely a powerhouse at Duncanville. They're always, again, a top team. We talked about Bishop Gorman earlier, right? This is another team that national powerhouse, not just in Texas. Definitely a top dog though that you watch out for, and that's because you have their quarterback in Bryce Underwood. Look at that dart, just throwing it in the money. But then you have their wide receiver Dakorien Moore as well. Underwood able to extend.
Yeah, you're trying to go up against this as a high school team. You're like, we are gonna have a rough day.
Right. Got him. Money.
It's beautiful.
And he got the touchdown. Oh no, guy came up behind.
Oof. Yeah,
don't see that often, but
excuse me.
Oh yeah, he did catch him. So just a 1-on-1. Yeah, but too much separation, man. A lot of these DBs are giving them too much.
Yeah, you can't get.
Oh look, open, lost him. That boy. Where's he at here? Look at this guy. He's over there. It's like, wait, he came back.
And then he doesn't tackle me either.
Yeah.
You're like, just burn that tape. Don't burn that tape. I don't need to see that.
Don't watch that.
Yeah, the ball comes out of his hands so nice.
Got him. Nice.
Yeah, these are the
these
are the elite programs, and you can kind of tell. Like you watch the certain tapes, you're like, this is a program. It's not just a football team in high school; it's a program.
Right. I haven't been paying attention to the stadiums if they're showing it, but I bet they're filled.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the tape like we're getting, like it's different. You can kind of tell where they started lining up, and if it's like certain spots, it's a nice spot and it's a nice field, and you can kind of look at how they set up the fields.
Right. Makes first defender miss. I mean, this guy's full explosiveness. All on tape. You see it too. Every single play.
It's just the quickness is like what stands out when you pair that with the speed. Like
you mix that with his open field ability. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's a problem. And he's a polished route runner too. Like it's not like,
right.
So and this is just in open space. Like, okay, yeah. Good luck, folks.
Oregon's just going to be evolving because they know how to utilize playmakers like him to their max strengths, right? So they're going to go out there and just help him dominate even further. Especially like some situations where it looks like he's getting the ball in the backfield. like ending rounds and stuff like that. I mean, that's gonna be something that they'll be able to use.
Yeah, because he's like he's not the biggest wide receiver. The bunch of things like what 5'11", but like he's compact, he's tight. He's more those like muscular wide receivers that are just dynamite in space. They just fire off and they just beat you. Like, he fits that build of wide receiver. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Gabe Brooks from 247 said he reminds himself of Zay Flowers, who you mentioned earlier.
Which Zay, I feel like he's playing faster than what Zay did. I can't think of anyone off the top right now to compare him. Like, he's really quick, and I think he has a little bit more twitch than what Zay does. They said Zay was a little bit more physical to me.
Yeah.
Corin Moore definitely has that speed and that speed.
The peak end of this type of wide receiver is the Ja'Marr Chases of the world. Obviously, we're not saying he's Ja'Marr Chase, but that's like the kind of mindset of wide receiver you're dealing with in him. It's just because it's these like Ja'Marr Chase is not that big. He's just super freak athleticism. He's compact, and he just wins every which way possible.
Honestly, I may say he's more like a Tyreek Hill.
Could be.
Like, I just feel like the speed and the cuts he does, like the quick moves, is something that's going to separate him apart from making big plays all the time, because he's got to be able to get those defensive backs to bite, and then he's going to get the open spot, and then he's just gone, But then the speed is low, he can gain that separation from there as well. So
you can't give him space. It's over. I mean, it's a little bit different in college, right? Particularly, Oregon's playing in the Big Ten now. There's a lot of good teams there. Yeah. But still, he'll find a way to stand out against the Big Ten players just because how much of an athlete he is.
I personally do still like Jamie Ffrench as one of my top wide receivers. I think it's a lot closer after looking into Kaliq, Lockett, and Dakorien more on what they're doing. And then I think there's a tier break, because then I think it's Caleb Cunningham, Wilson, and then we can go to Jerome, Myles there. But I definitely think, for me, the top three prospects are Dakorien Moore, Kaliq, Lockett, and Jamie Ffrench. Ffrench just has that size with him too. I think that's kind of separates it a little bit for me.
Big boy. Yeah, there's a lot of not like massive wide receivers, but bigger wide receivers in this class, which are good. And then the opposite of that is the Vernell Brown, like the guy that's just a terror in space. Like, he's just jitterbug. Good luck stopping him. So there's a lot of good players in this class, man. I'm excited to see them transition into college this year.
Right. It'll be fun. But that was it. I appreciate you coming on with me, Jesse, talking some wide receivers, what to do for running backs and quarterbacks, maybe tight ends. Tight ends are always iffy, but a lot of fun watching the tape. I hope everyone enjoyed at home, watching this. So we're gonna be doing some more of these video dives for y'all, just to break down some guys. We're gonna talk about the freshmen first, and then we'll move forward and further on to that as well. But anything you working on right now, Jesse?
Getting set up for I almost forgot the name of it, the new Dynasty Dimension show, which I'll probably be dropping on Tuesdays, which is Dynasty kind of like theory, values, trades, all that fun stuff I like to do, which is what my heart is always after. So every time I do stuff like that, I'm excited. So yeah, setting that up as we get into the off season, the FFU, all the fun stuff we got going on. I know you're controlling all the Devy streets, holding that down for us. So yeah, I'm excited to see the stuff we got going, man. It's gonna be a fun off season for us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got a lot of things planned for the 2025 year. Thank y'all for everyone that followed us. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel so y'all can stay tuned to it as well. Follow us on X, Twitch, all the good stuff. We're everywhere. But until next time, we'll see you here at the FFU Devy Planet.
Listen up closely, let the games begin. Top pick sleepers every week I spin. The FF universe here to help you win. The fantasy football universe.
Oops.